My face is melting. Okay, so not my actual face, but the layers of primer, concealer, foundation, bronzer, blush, and highlighter I spent the morning tediously applying, blending, and contouring, all so that I could look my best for my first day on camera. That backfired harder than my dad's ancient Ford pickup. It's not even that hot out here, at least not for a sunny June day. Tennessee summers aren't exactly temperate. I remember as much from visiting my grandma in Pigeon Forge most of my childhood. But up at this altitude with thick tree cover overhead, I'm in a mild green, wildflower-dotted oasis. An oasis that's been the backdrop of a uniquely intense, high-pressure workout. As I've hauled my clueless ass around for the better part of an hour, that's my best guess at how long it's been since the Wild Adventures crew sent me off from the little mountain town where we'd first met with a GoPro camera, emergency satellite phone, hand-drawn map, and their best wishes. I quickly sought out the least threatening, most grandma-like local available, and asked her to point me toward the Appalachian Trail. 15 minutes later, Ethel finally let me leave the street corner with not only some overly complex directions to the trailhead, but also the life stories of all 3 of her grandchildren, and a plastic bag of strawberry hard candies from her purse. Between the exertion and the anxiety as I've tried to make up for time lost at that sweet 4'11" roadblock, I'm starting to move past glistening into sweating like an overly made-up pig. Reese tried to warn me about this, I think with a grimace, as I step around a fallen tree branch. My best friend and I spent our freshman year at different schools. Me at Oliver College in Boston, her at UW in Seattle. But as soon as I knew I'd been cast for this season of the popular reality show Wild Adventures, and that filming would take place along a stretch of the Appalachian Trail just a couple hours from our hometown in Kentucky, I sent out the distress signal. She made sure she was home for summer break in time to help get me ready and see me off. She'd had all kinds of questions since hearing that I'd applied for this show in the first place, starting with, "Huh?" and "Why?" The questions have only gotten more pointed over time, ranging from, "You haven't even been camping before, have you?" to, "You know, filming a reality show is going to be pretty different from doing live theater, right?" As if she's never taken some extremely out-of-character leaps and landed somewhere amazing. But that's a whole other story. When she and I road tripped down to Tennessee yesterday, we stopped at REI in Knoxville for a few last-minute outdoor apparel and accessory purchases. This only reinforced how woefully underprepared I was for this experience. "Are you sure you need a new makeup bag? Let alone one that big?" Reese asked, eyeing my selection with skepticism. "It'll take up like half your backpack, and you probably won't want to deal with the upkeep while you're out in the wild." "I've made bigger sacrifices in the name of beauty," I assured her with unfounded confidence. If she could see me now, she'd sigh out the most exasperated, "Lord have mercy," recorded in human history. Reese could see me now, it occurs to me. Or see a recording of current me a few weeks from now, or whenever episodes start going up on Ultimedia, the streaming service that airs Wild Adventures. Panting, I come to a stop and rest my perspiring backside against a tree, while I pull the GoPro out of its holster that the crew affixed to my small day pack, the only luggage I was allowed to bring to filming. It contains a few changes of clothes, toiletries, and a hefty cosmetic supply for which I'm already side-eyeing myself. As my one allotted secret weapon, aka non-essential item, I have my e-reader, loaded with plenty of my usual romance novel fare, but also a couple AT info books. Per the rules of the show, I didn't bring any other gear or equipment for this outdoorsy expedition. Not that I own any of that stuff anyway. When my breathing is marginally less wheezy, I swipe my arm across my forehead in a half-hearted attempt at shine control while I have the camera pointed at the ground. I'm still inwardly cursing the fact that I can't see what I look like right now, but I give a big smile anyway as I lift the GoPro to capture my first close-up.